Barbados is on lockdown as the island prepares for Tropical Storm Dorian. Here's Ean Wallace.
Well, we're looking at Dorian, which is now affecting Barbados with its squally rains. We'd like you to see some of that activity continuing all the way across into the rest of the southern Windward Islands. In terms of the tropical storm watches and warnings, obviously we now have still one hurricane watch for St. Lucia. And as we go through the next 24 hours, definitely St. Lucia will be feeling the effects of those hurricane force winds. Now, Dorian will likely be a stronger tropical storm or a minimal Category 1 hurricane as it's getting through the island chain. But basically, regardless of that little change in the wind speeds, it will continue to bring the rainfall. So obviously, they're looking at Barbados as well as for St. Lucia, up towards parts of Dominica as well. All of those islands are likely to feel some impacts from the possibility of localized flooding as well as those damaging winds. But the bulk of the activity will likely be for Barbados as well as St. Lucia. Now, once Dorian gets into the Eastern Caribbean Sea, it will continue to move on its northwestward path. But as it gets closer towards Hispaniola, we could be seeing two options here. One, it could be taking it just towards the west of Puerto Rico, and then the other one takes it towards the southern part of Hispaniola. But either way, there will be impacts being felt here. But obviously, surviving beyond the hillsides of the Hispaniola, which is quite a hilly island, we might not see this developing anything further until it gets over some warmer waters. So for now, the Lesser Antilles will continue to feel the impacts of Dorian, the possibility of Dorian strengthening a little to maybe a Category 1 hurricane. But regardless, it will continue to bring maybe up to 250 millimeters of rainfall across parts of Barbados, but more so for St. Lucia and up towards Martinique. So they'll be watching this quite closely as you go through the next tonight as well as into Tuesday. So in terms of the cancellations, there have been some cancellations in terms of flights from the Caribbean Airlines, and we'll continue to obviously monitor those as we go through the next few days. Ferna?
Thank you, Ian. And as Ian mentioned, Tropical Storm Dorian has affected a number of Caribbean Airlines flights. BW 414 from Barbados to Port of Spain has had to be cancelled, along with flights between Barbados and Kingston, Jamaica. Cal says passengers whose travel plans have been impacted because of the storm will be allowed to rebook without change fees.